it's been a one whole month for me being in booktube, and I am today, that is 20th December, I am celebrating my 1 month birthday of the booktube channel which I have started. That is on 20th November 2020. I was thinking like I should do this booktube newbie tag at least 1 month later, because I want people to actually find some content in my channel before they understand or know me or why I had begun this channel. So as to get some content upon my page, I was thinking to do this booktube newbie tag on my first 1 month birthday, and that is today. So here I am, as the title already suggests, with a bunch of questions. That is the booktube newbie tag. So without further delay, I'm gonna answer them impromptu and involuntarily. I don't know how this video gonna turn up, but let's see what happens. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching ATP, that is among the pages where I talk about the books and the content among the pages. Well, if for the first time here, then this is Achyut Murari, and I am a medico from Osmania Medical College, plus a poet, plus a booktuber, and I speak about the books only because of my passion. So without further delay, let's get started. So, the first question from this is, why did you start this channel? Okay, so this is like simply a straightforward question, right on the point. I have begun this channel to share my views and opinions about books, and the most important reason why I have started this channel is because when we tend to take a responsibility of making a videos, and when we promise something to our viewers, it continuously increases my cravings for reading more and more books. It increases my curiosity, and when I go on making videos, I get the myriad thoughts of reading the books in different way or different manner. That is, as of now, I used to read book just in the way it is, I mean just the normal way. But once I have begun doing videos, I started dissecting the books. I started understanding the characters more. Importantly, I am even studying the minimalistic things. I am studying the nuance points from the whole plot which was written, and I am trying to understand the whole plot line or the whole outline in a way better manner than I used to do in the previous time. So I think booktube, beginning a booktube channel, even in this 1 month of time, it has completely changed my point of views or my way of reading books. And I think this is a major reason why I thought of starting this channel, because I don't know how it's gonna end up, but all I have to learn from doing the videos is I love talking about books, and I am quite an extrovert. So I talk to people a lot, I speak to people a lot, I am not at all camera shy. So I thought of why not sharing my views about books. I know if you would have observed from the previous videos, most of the books which I speak about are the most famous books. So now I'm into my college, and I had least interested in books while I was in school days. I didn't even have time, all this pressure of education, all this pressure of studying was on my head. But it ended up, when I was in college, it kindled my, thoughts of reading more and more books. So I have been revisiting all the books which I have read in my past. I am trying to discover new books. First, I try to read most of the famous ones. Then I end up, studying books which are underrated books. Me being a medico take a lot of time. I mean, in the sense, the most of the schedules in my day are going for studying, because I have huge bunches of books to be reading and a bunches of knowledge to be pouring into my mind each day. So it becomes highly tough for me to conjunct many of my day-to-day activities with the books. So beginning a booktube channel will obviously prompt me to will no more procrastinate reading the books. I'll need to sit somewhere in the corner of my room and start reading, or else I have promised my viewers about some videos. If at all I'm not doing that, it would be a failure on my part. So all these reasons, they have added up and made me start this booktube channel. Okay. So moving on to the next question, that says, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? Well, I'm not pretty sure I might bring any leap or any quantum leaps or drastic changes in the booktube community, because when it is enough saturated with a whole lot of creative minds, they come up with new thoughts each and every day. On a daily basis, they come up with new thoughts. Many creators come up with many myriad thinkings, myriad perspectives of a book they read. There are people who read a whole lot of books, and they can speak a bunch of things about them. So I don't think I can bring pretty much changes in unique things into the booktube community. But one unique thing about this channel is obviously me. It's all about different perspectives. So all the perspectives are unique. Each and every booktuber is unique, and each and every booktuber who actually comes into this community is actually contributing something very unique to this community. Now, the next question was, why do you love reading? Well, I say this is pretty much the most cliche question which was ever asked. I love reading because I have no reason to tell about that. This might look a bit awkward when I say there's absolutely no reason why. There is a certain point of time I just love reading. Or why do you love smelling the scent of flowers? If you ask that question to anyone, they would say, I just love it. I don't know the reason, but it gives me a whole euphoria. It gives me that aesthetic thoughts. So that is the same scenario with even the books. there are flowers which are highly fragrant, and there are books which are highly acknowledgeable, and they can drag you to this whole new world. So I don't think there's any particular reason why I love reading, but obviously there's a same common answer. Books reading is always an escapade from this world. So whenever you feel, every day, if you want to visit a new avenue just by sitting on your couch, then it's by only books. May it be fiction, may it be non-fiction, you are projected to this whole new world which is completely new to you, and you can experience all this ecstasy. You can all experience this euphoria right sitting on your couch. So I think there is absolutely no reason I don't love the books, but I just loved it. That's it. I find it pretty convincing answer, at least for me. Well, coming to the next question, that is, what book or book series got you into reading? So this was one question which brought me whole nostalgic thoughts into me. It rewinded all the senses that prompted me into reading. I never thought of this question. I never came across one such thought of going back into the memory lane and think about which book has actually brought me into this thought. But this question was, what book or series got you into reading? I don't particularly remember any one such book which brought me into reading, but there's always this one thing called the midnight stories or the childhood stories. When my mom or my grandmom when we used to sleep, this is typical scenario for everyone. When they used to read me stories, they used to explain me these new things. They used to explain me these witches, about witches, about kings, about many different magical worlds. There is sorcery, there is solstices, there is negative things, and there is one big protagonist who can win everyone, who can actually save the heroine, and all these things. So this prompted me actually that when I am actually listening to those stories itself, if I am able to feel this euphoria, if I am able to project myself into those dimensions, then what if I read it? So if at all I read, then that would increase my that feeling, that intensity of that euphoric feeling. So this prompted me and got me into reading, and slowly now here I am with many stories, with many plot twists, with many thoughts. Books are the only way an author, there's a US based author who is from that corner of a Western world, and I am here in South India, a complete corner of other world, but we both are actually speaking sitting right before us, because authors actually speak through pages or through the books which they have written. So I acknowledge the fact that each book always, there's a cascade of interest, I say, because each book you read will again increase the intensity of your interest in reading again. So if you read a book yesterday, then your instincts say that you need to read more today, and if you read a book today, then your instinct would say, I would love to read more books tomorrow also. So whenever you read a book, there's this cascade of chain of reactions which would eventually make you think that reading itself is a part of our life. And this comes the most interesting point, and that is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Well, this was one such thing which I thought of plenty of times, about asking the renowned booktubers about how are they actually reading so many books, because the time for everyone is obviously same. It's just 24 hours for each and every one of us, but they read this bunch of books, and I just am this one book or two books mostly, because when there is holiday season, I read a bunch of books, it's okay, but on day-to-day basis, I cannot read book, because I personally feel that fiction is something of my kind, so I deliberately put the non-fiction things aside, and I take fiction books into my TBR pile. And then one more thing which I thought of is, how do they maintain such aesthetic bookshelves? See, if we will observe, this is the whole bookshelf which I have, and this bookshelf is for my novels, and there's another set of this thing. There's a huge thing again. This is of double height for this, and that all contains my medical books. So that is okay. That thing is having this fat books, and it's all fine with that. But this is all I have for as a novels. So I pretty much do not have this opportunity, unfortunately, of having a whole lot of paperback books, because sometimes there is money cringe. People get hesitated at, my parents at least get hesitated at the fact that, oh my god, each book costs 1,000 rupees, some books cost 1,500 rupees. The hardcover books are highly costly, which is out of my reach. So I think that I go to these, second-hand stores. I go to this, we stay in Hyderabad, so there's a Sunday book market at Abits, where I go and I try to, the books are, 300 books you will get at 80 rupees or so, and I try to get them there. So the most important fact is, you can actually buy some books from there, and in return, when you're going to the next Sunday, you can actually take those books back and sell them to the sellers again. So you'll be getting only half price for that. That is, if you are buying a book from 80 rupees, and if the seller sees that book condition and he says, okay dear, if you have bought this for 80 rupees, then I will pay you 40 rupees, that's it. So in that way you can actually get money back even after selling the book. So these are currently my books which I thought of never giving up, because these were something very close to my heart and I thought of never giving them back. But many books I buy them and I give them back so that I can save money and I can actually buy more books. So that is a major reason. So this question is what I thought of about the BookTuber, because they maintain huge aesthetic book shelves. They decorate it loud manner and they hold huge book piles in the thumbnails. I get envy, I jealous such people, because they are having this esteemed opportunity of reading, of having or owning so many books, and I genuinely wish they can do that more. Because so this is one question on how do they manage their economy about books, and how do they manage maintaining such huge bookshelves and arranging them, and again making them look so good and take those videos so aesthetically. And I just love them. Each one of the booktuber which I have come across has the special huge amounts of bookshelves, and they speak sitting before that, and I feel genuinely jealous. Oh my god, the bookshelf is so good. That's like a mini library. Those were the two questions which I thought of asking the booktubers. That is, how do they read so much, and how do they have maintained their economy in getting so many humongous amounts of books and maintain such aesthetic bookshelves in there. And the next question says, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Well, I think as of now I haven't encountered any challenges. Of course, making the videos is daily challenges, because when you are using some natural light, you need to get up early and settle things down. And when you shoot a video, you don't want any background noises. And obviously, whenever you think of doing that, shoot a video, you have all this bunch of background noises who just cram your mind out. And there are again parents who just move throughout the house, and there is a whole hustle throughout the house. But you need to still maintain this smile on your face and speak about the books. Though scenario around is not so good, you need to act as if you are doing things good, you are speaking loud, the expressions are good, and all these things are pretty new to me. And I never thought that I would one day do this thing, but here I am doing this thing, and as of now I haven't encountered that thing. But I do not have this gaudy equipment. I do not have any equipment as of now which were actually listed. If you are making a YouTube video, you need to have a tripod. Some say you need to have a tripod. That's like a basic amenity, and you need to have a camera. That's like basic thing. But I do not have a camera. I just shoot in my own phone, and that's the old phone and mobile. And I do not have a tripod. I just stack my books behind, and I just shoot the videos, and all this thing and editing takes me a whole lot of time. So that was, when did you start reading? Okay, so that was pretty simple question. I began reading, if at all I'm not wrong, right when I learned the language. That is, my childhood was from Delhi, so I started reading Hindi books first, then I started reading English. But all those were actually academic. The first thing when I was actually prompted into inclining into reading was from Gulliver's Travels when I was in class 6th or 7th. From then I was just literally interested. I used to read these Panchatantra stories, I used to read these Amar Chitrikatha stories, and Indian mythological stories. I was a huge fan of Indian mythology. So the typical mythology, not the Amish mythology, but I love this typical Indian mythology. So I used to read these huge big books about Vishnu Puran, about Garud Puran and all that. So all these prompted me to read more, and gradually, I don't know when, time changed and I shifted into fiction mostly. So that is what I remember that I was reading. Next question was, where do you read? So that is like the most lovely question. I cuddle myself into a corner of my bed and take a blanket, and I just sit there and read. If at all I am having a paperback, then I am the luckiest person, but mostly I do not have paperback, so I just read through ebooks. And if I am having an ebook, then I'll be having it in my mobile. So whenever I just travel around, whenever I am actually traveling through metro or any bus, I sit there, I open this PDF and I start reading them. So there's absolutely no specific place where I think I read, but most common you can find me in the corner of the bed. That's like natural one. And the last question was, what kind of books do you read? And after this whole lot of blabbering, I think you must be enough knowing that I love fiction, I love fantasy, I love historical fictions, I love anthologies, because me being a poet, I'm in special love with anthologies about poems, and I read a whole lot of poetry, and I read mostly about biographies. But those were the set of questions about my book to newbie tag, and I heartily welcome everyone to this ATP that is among the pages, and I am very lucky to be having enough supporters, that is 62 subscribers as of now, who just believed in me in just 1 month of span, and who have subscribed and are loving the way I have been reviewing. So please share your valuable comments about the way or the things which I need to improve, because constructive criticism is something which I literally crave. And that's it. Meet you in the next video. Bye bye.